And at this time, we would like to recognize the student who has the highest GPA of the graduating class. It is my pleasure to present to you your 2017 valedictorian, Miss Naya Pattillo.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start off by saying congratulations, graduates. We did it. We made it through 4 years of all-nighters and teary breakdowns before finals. 4 years of Monsters for breakfast and Starbucks for lunch. 4 years of juggling not only the strain of high school in its entirety, but also college. That is not something that is easily brushed over. We have managed to not only receive a high school diploma, but college degrees and credits alongside them. We did that, and I must say I'm ridiculously proud of us for it, so give yourselves a round of applause. Fortunately, we did not travel this road alone. There have been so many people in my life, in our lives, that have made this trip bearable, and they have all my thanks for that. To our parents and family, and to the absolutely breathtaking staff of CCCA, we could not have done this without your everlasting support and love. So thank you, Mom and Daddy, for literally keeping me sane. Thank you for making sure I get at least the minimum amount of sleep and food required for survival. Thank you for making me take breaks to breathe and calm down, and reminding me that the sun is real and it is important. Thank you for making sure that I am prepared for whatever wonderful boulders of fun that life may throw at me. And thank you so much for making sure that I don't lose myself along the way. Thank you, Ms. Gore, for keeping me grounded and for helping us all realize our true potential. Thank you, Ms. Linda, for being the ray of sunshine that brightened my morning. Thank you, Mr. Hobbs, for always being there for us, no matter what campus you were on. Thank you, Mr. Turley, for being someone we could all turn to. Thank you, Mr. Roberts, for helping us navigate the trials and tribulations of college life. Thank you, Mr. Likens, for helping me realize that I am able, no matter what I believe. Thank you, Ms. Collins, for actually making math fun. Thank you, Ms. Mathis, for literally having the best birthday ever. And thank you, Ms. Alicia, for helping me grow up. Thank you, fellow graduates, for not only supporting me, for your constant support of each other as well. Thank you to everyone, because it was with your constant pushing and love that's brought us here today. Now, I've never been one for personal speeches like this one. It took me hours just to figure out what I might want to talk about. I didn't want to send y'all off with a crappy, it was fun, good luck. Y'all deserve way better than that. My parents were lifesavers when it came to this. They told me a seemingly overused line, but one I realized applied to not only me, but to every one of my fellows. Follow your gut. I know, believe me, I know how hard that actually is and how cliche that sounds. There are so many other factors that make it difficult to just go with your instincts. We've all had the same thoughts running through our heads these past 4 years. What about my parents? They want me to go to good college. What about my life after school? I need to prepare and make sure I find a good job. What if this college doesn't accept me? What if I'm not ready? Early college is hard, so college must be really, really hard. What if I fail? And if I do make it, what then? What am I going to do with my life? We've always been told that we have to be ready right now, that we need to know exactly what we're going to do when we graduate, that we have to be the very best, and that's hard. It's a strain on us. It's hard trying to live up to everyone's expectations. I just want to say you don't have to do that. This isn't their life you're living, it's yours. You do what you want with it, however you want to. You're not in a rush to grow up. The world can wait. It's like billions of years old. It's going to be fine. We made it through 13 years of constant, vigorous study, and these past 4 or 5 years have been the hardest of them all. They have produced, of course, memories that we're going to carry for the rest of our lives. Fun days like taping Mr. Turley up to a wall or hanging out at spring fling, studying together in the library and having many meltdowns before finals, bonding over the love-hate relationship we have with Ms. Gore's assignments, that wonderful weekly walk to car trip. We're going to finally look back at these memories, but it was still hard a lot of times. But we made it, and I've watched everyone grow into themselves along the way. To some, the change may have seemed drastic, but to me, it was beautiful. I am proud to say, hey, these are my friends, my comrades. These are the people I grew up with. These are the ones who've made it through thick and thin. Through some incredibly trying times locally, nationally, and globally, they made it. We made it. Y'all made it. The person sitting right there in that seat, you did that. You deserve this, and you deserve to be happy while traveling on that road ahead. I know that I said earlier my one piece of advice was to follow your gut. It took me a while to finally get to that. A lot of sleepless nights wondering, what do I want to do? Truly, what do I really want to do? What's the right choice for me? I'm going to be honest, it's difficult and it may take a while, but once you realize what it is that you want, nothing feels better. You actually become excited for the future and what it may bring. So that's what I want for you guys. Follow your instincts. Do everything that will make you happy, whether it's going to be going to university in the fall or taking a year off or not going, period. Do what's best for you because you made it here. Your personal life will, of course, affect your thinking, things like what's best for your family and what resources are available for you. But in the end, it's all up to you, no one else. Go towards the things that pull you, to the things that excite you. Don't let anyone ever tell you, no, you shouldn't do that because it's a party school or it's a useless degree or it's a low-paying job. If it makes you happy, if it makes you content, do it. It's worth it, no matter what the world tells you. And it's going to be tough, because I'm not going to lie, it will. We have lived and grown up in some incredibly trying times. We've seen disaster and death, hatred and horror, and some of that will affect us personally. It's going to get worse before it gets better, and we're going to want to quit sometimes. But if it ever gets to that point, remember this moment. Remember that in your youngest adult years, we made it anyway. You grew up in the wild world, we've learned from it, and now we're ready to take it on. And we're not doing it alone, we have each other. We are a pride of lions, after all. We find what we want, and we take it. High school isn't a game, and college is even worse, and yet we've gone through at least 4 years of both at the same time. If that doesn't say something about what we can do, I don't know what does. So come with me, my fellow Lions. We're going to be the ones to take over the world, and after all, I'm going to be proud doing it alongside you.